which not only gave us a big assignment on this Mexican holiday coming up on the weekend, but it's due on Monday. What's Cinco de Mayo anyway?
It means the 5th of what? May.
No, it means May 5th.
That's what I said.
No, you said 5th of May. Stop bickering, you two. You sound like my parents. What I want to know is, what does the Mexican holiday Cinco de Mayo stand for? What happened? What does it mean? I'll tell you what Cinco de Mayo means. Food. Mexican and Spanish food. There's carnillas, sencillas, comidas, and chinchongas.
Chorizo, and chili.
And that's just Z's. Then there's burritos, fajitas, enchiladas, and empeñas. Huevos, that's eggs, which reminds me of polos, that's chickens. There's polo asada and polo picada, polo rosada, and sopa de pola, chicken soup.
Sopa, and taco, and sopa terracotta, tacos, granula's, and polo marca.
Quesadilla is my favorite, and rajas con crema.
Romero, and marshmallows.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo is a great holiday.
Because you get to eat Mexican food the whole day!
Yay! Well, what's the holiday mean? Does it celebrate Mexico's independence? I don't think so.
I think so.
Well, I think we should ask someone who knows for sure.
You could ask, well, I have an idea.
Who? Come on. Who should we ask?
Well, there's a real old woman from Mexico. I mean, she's so old. She probably remembers when TV only had 6 channels, and they were all in black and white.
That's not nice making fun of old people.
She lives in a spooky house on the hill.
The one that somebody told me that was haunted. Who told you that? My brother. These two. Okay, then let's go ask her. Caroline, you knock on the door.
Why should I be the one?
It was your idea, remember?
I'm sorry, children. I gave at the office.
Hello? We don't want any money. We just want to know about Cinco de Mayo.
Did you say Cinco de Mayo?
Yes, that's right,
Mrs. Maria Zaragoza Seguin. Well, Cinco de Mayo is the 5th of May, back in 1862. That was the day that some Mexican soldiers fought a big army from France. They had a tough fight, but they beat their pimps. It happened in Puebla, a very small town. And for a while, it turned France upside down. The battle's brave hero, a general, would win. His name was General Ignacio Zaragoza Seguin. Do you remember when I said my name? Well, I'll tell you again, because it's the same. Maria Zaragoza Seguin, that's me. Now you know, the great-great-granddaughter of General Ignacio.
So you're related to the real hero of the battle that I remembered on Cinco de Mayo?
That's right. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Now, let me tell you what led up to this big fight between Mexico and France. Picture the hid money man in Mexico, an accountant, I'll call Mr. Roberto Greenberg, and his assistant trying to figure out how they were going to pay all their bills.
Oh, that sounds like a typical night at my house.
We owe money to everyone. The U.S., England, Spain, worst of all, France. Negative this and minus that. And I don't know how we're going to get money to pay all of them. I can lend you 12 pesos till next payday. How could this happen?
Well, when Mexico gave its independence from Spain in 1821, we had a whole bunch of Mexicans who wanted to take over as president. All that stems from one of the consequences of Today, and the Americans fought us, protected the nation for war, and that cost plenty of war now. Then in 1858, we fought each other in the Mexican Civil War. That blew up our national economy.
How do you, a shoe-shine girl, know so much about it?
Because I used to have plenty of land myself. I own 2 shoe companies, but you know what they say.
What do they say?
When 2 people kick each other for years, the shoes suffer.
Okay, but now I've got a letter from France. They say since we owe money to Spain and England, we owe France all the money we borrowed, and we got to pay it now or else.
Or else what? Oh, or else we're going to come over here by ship and take over our country. I understand they're going to get our Maximilian of Austria to rule the country as a dictator. And the guy doesn't even speak Spanish.
This is awful news, horrible news. What are we gonna do? You could call Abe Lincoln. He said he cares about Mexico staying independent.
He's pretty busy right now in a little thing called the Civil War. Listen, common sources say that French have landed on the Gulf Coast their cruise.
What sources?
I got a text message from CNN sent to my cell phone.
What's a cell phone?
Uh-oh, the French are at the small village in Pueblo. They've got to be stopped before the road to Mexico City is cleared for them to take over the government. This is just what there is a job for just one man, General Ignacio. They're going to agree.
My great-great-granddad had just 4,500 men against 6,500 soldiers they had to defend. Everything they cared about, all they held dear. And General Ignacio Zaragoza Seguin showed no fear. They fought off their cannons, they fought off their big guns. And so in the end, the Mexicans won. The Mexicans won with great-granddad in the equation. His small band of men held off the invasion. Who knows what would have happened on Cinco de Mayo if my great-great-granddad and his men didn't try. Maybe instead of saying Cinco de Mayo today, we'd be saying it in French, Cinco de Mayo.
But thank goodness you're not saying it in French.
Yeah, I'm glad the French didn't take over Mexico.
Me too. I don't like French food. Now, Mexican food, that I like. I like quesadillas and chili peppers and tortillas and...
Yes, we know.
That's why I'm so proud to be the great-great-granddaughter of General Ignacio Zaragoza Seguin. The victory was a glorious moment for Mexican patriots. You see, at that time they needed to be one nation, indivisible. That means they needed more than anything to have a sense of national unity. And that's just what happened. And that's why the 5th of May, Cinco de Mayo, is the cause of celebrating by Spanish-speaking people. Unity, national pride.
Hey, Mr. Seguin, would you like to come to our class for show and tell? Please, por favor.
Well,
We'll have food.
yes, I'd love to come.
Then you help us celebrate our favorite reason for celebrating Cinco de Mayo. The food! There's carnitas, sencillas, comidas, and chimichangas.
Chorizos, and chilies.
That's just the C's. Then there's burritos, fajitas, enchiladas, and empanadas.
Enchiladas and gringos and huevo and churros.
Hoovers, that's eggs. Weavers, that's eggs, which reminds me of polos, that's chickens. There's polo asada and polo picada, polo rosato, and sopa di polo, chicken soup.
Soup, sopa, azata, and soup. sopa, chalaca, and tacos, tomatoes, and polo massajes.
Quesadilla is my favorite, and rajas con crema.
Mitos, mixitos, and manchados, mulatas.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo is a great holiday.
But not just because we get to eat Mexican food the whole day!
It's a great holiday for people from sea to sea to remind them of what a great gift it is to be free. Like your forefathers in 1776, people saw a problem that had to be fixed.
There is no more important ideal for which to fight for than our freedom. Our freedom that's our natural right. Because no man has the right to punch me. No man has the right to imprison the country. No man has the right to take what's not his. And claim, oh, but it's for your own good. Yes, it is. That's why my men and I fought so hard. And why every 5th of May is a day we have started.
Every Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May, the whole world remembers that famous day. We must never forget the right to be free. We must always be ready to fight tyranny. We must always be ready to fight tyranny and never forget the right to be free.
Miss Seguin, your story made your great-grandfather almost come alive.
Almost! It shows you how powerful freedom is. It's alive in all heroic people. Thank you, Mrs. Seguin. And to Miss Seguin.
I'm still alive.
And thank you, Raymond and Lou.